Hey, sXephil. You said we should talk about Dr. Phil, but I don't really want to talk about that because I think everything that needs to be said has already been said by you. So instead I'm going to end up talking about the girl's dad who's blaming MySpace, YouTube, and whatever other website that kids go on and apparently is the devil. These sites don't generally promote violence. Where on the sites do they encourage children to gang up on one child and beat them into a bloody pulp? Nowhere. Parents just need someone to blame who is not themselves. Now, I'm not taking the attacker's side or anything, but it's come to my attention that this Vanessa Lindsey girl was a little bit of a bitch. I'm not saying she deserved the beatdown she got. Basically what I'm saying is the parents are blaming YouTube and MySpace and all of these other things because they don't want to admit that their daughter wasn't completely innocent in this. Now, again, I'm not saying it was right for them to beat this girl into a bloody pulp until she was unrecognizable by her parents. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying they shouldn't be blaming YouTube and MySpace. These places host videos and are places for teenagers to hang out and talk with their friends. And another thing they don't want to own up to is their inability to teach their children right from wrong. I watched a video a little while ago of one of the attacker's mothers saying that this girl had it coming to her, and they're putting the blame on the victim, who will never have part of her hearing and part of her eyesight back again because of this, like she deserved it somehow, because she doesn't want to blame her own child. And by blaming her own child, she's ultimately blaming herself for being a bad parent. She didn't teach her child not to do those things. You can't just go up to someone that you don't like and beat the crap out of them. That's not how this world works. You beat the crap out of someone, you go to jail. And I'm glad that all of these teenagers are being tried as adults. I still don't think the 14-year-old was the one orchestrating things and she was just a follower in the act. But still, even though they're being tried as adults, I think that they're probably only going to get slaps on the wrists. They're probably going to get a couple months jail time, maybe a year, and then they're going to be on probation, which I think is reasonable to a certain extent. These are very, very young people, and it's not like they killed anyone necessarily, but at least they're going to get what it's like to be in prison, and they're not going to spend the rest of their lives there. That's a long time to spend in prison when you're that young. So I'm glad that they're being tried as adults, but I'm hoping that they aren't going to get years and years and years in prison. That said, I'm Amy Elizabeth, and thank you for watching. But it's come to my attention that this... what's her name? Alright. Live long